Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Halima, and as you can tell from the title, I'm finally doing an update on my November 2024 Project 33 capsule wardrobe. I know it's been ages. I was supposed to be doing it monthly, but life just got in the way and I hadn't had time. I actually did enjoy doing the Project 33. So in this video, I'm going to cover what I learned about my style, what I enjoyed wearing, what I didn't get to wear, and I guess maybe next steps going forward. So what I learned from doing my capsule in November was that I like to wear things that are comfortable. I like to wear things that are comfortable. And by comfortable, I mean the way they fit and the way they feel. There are some pieces I did wear that I actually ended up decluttering because they didn't feel comfortable. So I'll explain a bit more when I start going into detail about the items and why they were not comfortable. The other thing that I learned was that I like pieces that are very versatile. So things that I can wear either to work or at home or when running errands. I had a couple of items that I kept wearing over and over again, and it didn't feel like I was repeating the same things, and I just really loved wearing them. And I'll again go into detail about what those things were. And lastly, I realized that I like things to be practical. If you remember from my capsule, we're in winter, okay? When I did the November capsule, it was winter. It still is winter right now. It's still cold. And a lot of the things that I had in my capsule just were not practical for the weather. I had some sheer tops that were really thin, and I had some short sleeve tops that again just wouldn't work for the season. So a lot of those things I didn't get to wear because they just weren't practical. So that's the other thing I realized, that when you're doing your capsule, make sure that the pieces you have are practical in the sense that they fit the weather, the time of year that you're going to be wearing these clothes, as well as practical in the sense of like your lifestyle, the things that you do. So yeah, I had a lot of sheer tops that I never got to wear because I can't wear those things to work. So again, they were not practical in that sense. A lot of the things that I was wearing were things like, this kind of like tops that are long sleeve, that have a high neck, that are warm, that are knitted. Those are the things that I was gravitating towards because they were comfortable, they were versatile, and they were practical. So those are the three things I learned from doing my capsule. And I'm going to talk you through what I loved and why I loved it. And then we're also going to talk about the things that I didn't enjoy wearing and that I got rid of, as well as actually giving you stats on what percentage of my wardrobe that I actually ended up wearing and what percentage I didn't even wear at all. So let's just get into it. So for my favorite pieces to wear, I'm just going to tell you the top three because they are the top three that meet all of the things that I basically said I learned. So they were comfortable, they were versatile, and they were practical. The first one, I actually wore it more than I thought I would, and it was the grey turtleneck top. I wore that so many times and with so many things that I'm actually going to tell you now. For my March capsule, I've definitely included it again. Next item that was my favorite thing to wear was the black formal maxi skirt. I loved wearing that skirt. I wore it to work. It is such an elegant and versatile piece. I've included it in my March capsule. I just really love it. And obviously it's black. Yeah, so that was another one that was really practical, really versatile, and really comfortable. And it was one of my favorite things to wear. The third item that I enjoyed wearing that kind of surprised me was the red sweatshirt. Obviously, I love red and I love the sweatshirt, but I was just really surprised by how comfortable and practical again it was. It was very warm, but also it kind of I just felt really cozy wearing it. I wore it so many times. I do work from home most days, so again, when I'm working from home, I did wear it a lot. When I was running errands, I did wear it as well. The one thing also that I didn't really do during this capsule was that I didn't take a lot of pictures or videos, and I definitely want to do that for the March. I definitely want to do that for the March capsule, to just so that I have outfits to show you guys in terms of actually how I am styling the items. So that is something I am working on for this capsule. My March capsule, just to warn you, does have a lot of print. I did realize that the last capsule was just really solid colors. At the minute, I am loving animal print, so you will definitely see some animal print in my March capsule. I will have it up as soon as possible because I already know that we are already in March. So I will share with you the items that I have. So those I would say were my top 3 items, but I did wear some of the other things I did enjoy wearing were the black turtleneck. I'm just looking on my list so that I can tell you. The black turtleneck, the grey turtleneck, obviously I've talked about it. The red turtleneck, I also enjoyed wearing that. The black and beige jumper, I also wore that quite a lot. Again, very practical, very warm, very comfortable. And the other thing that I wore and that I also enjoyed wearing was the pink jumper dress. Again, very practical, very warm, very comfortable. So a lot of the things I did wear were very much for the weather, and again, they felt nice on, they looked nice on, so I definitely enjoyed wearing those items. So now I'm going to talk you through some of the things that I actually didn't wear and the reasons why. I didn't get to wear all of the sheer tops. Basically all of the sheer tops, I didn't wear them, and again, because they were not just practical, they were not great for the weather, and I also didn't really have anywhere to wear them to, so I never got to wear any of them. White numbers shirts, I think you guys, if you remember, I was really like going back and forth around whether or not I wanted to keep that top. I ended up getting rid of it, so that's been decluttered. I did not enjoy wearing it. I put it on one day to go to work and I immediately took it off. The leopard print shirt, again, I didn't get to wear it because it just wasn't practical. It's very thin. It is a top that I really like, but I didn't get to wear it, so I did put it away in my closet for when it's a bit warmer. So I'll try to put it out again for summer and see if I will wear it. It is a top that I have had for years, like for years and years and years, over 10 years. I still do love it, but I didn't get to wear it because it just wasn't the right time in terms of the weather. The other item that I thought I would get to wear that I didn't actually wear at all was the black denim maxi skirt. Again, I just didn't have an opportunity to wear it. I also have put that away, but I'm planning to wear it maybe in summer because, you know, it's a denim skirt. It would be nice to wear in summer when it like with like sandals or flats or something like that. A lot of things, honestly, I just didn't get to wear because just wasn't the right time. So the black polka dot kind of dress as well as the black slip dress, I didn't get to wear those either, again because they just weren't practical. The slip dress is really short and it's also thin, same with the polka dot style dress. It's really short, it's really thin. I almost wore it to work, but it was just way too short. Even with tights, it just didn't look right, so I have put that away again. And also I have put on a bit of weight, so I feel like a lot of my things are kind of, you know, like I'm a little wide. Yeah, I just didn't get to wear any of those items that I thought I would. The other thing that I did wear, but I no longer have, that I have decluttered, I have donated it, was the red mini skirt. I did wear that out and I felt uncomfortable the whole time. The skirt was so tight and it kept riding up. It was a good thing I was wearing a long coat. So as much as I love that skirt, I had to let it go. Yeah, I just think a lot of the things that I did think I would like, I actually ended up not liking at all. So the red skirt is gone. The other piece that I decluttered, that I've let go, is the black jumpsuit. If you guys know, or if you've been following me for a while, then you know I love that jumpsuit. I've worn it so many times, but I think I was just holding on to it for sentimental reasons. Honestly, I've had that jumpsuit for so many years. I tried to wear it to work. As soon as I put it on, I just felt really frumpy. It is a very old piece and you could tell that it was old, and I just had to let it go because I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel elegant. I didn't feel smart. It just looked a hot mess. So I finally had to just let it go. And I actually feel good about it. I don't feel any type of way about it. So it was just time to let it go. So the black tie trousers, so the black trousers that had a little tie at the bottom, I have let those go as well. I did wear them to work and they were fine, but the little ties at the bottom are actually really annoying. Like every time I sat down at the desk at work, every time I stood up, like the bottom would like bunch up. I don't know how to explain it, but they were just kind of like irritating me. So I have other black trousers that I would honestly rather wear, so I just had to let that one go as well. So I've donated it because I just wasn't feeling the little ties at the bottom, which is actually the reason I bought them in the first place. So sometimes you think you want something until you actually have it and you realize that it's not very practical. So yeah, those are gone as well. The leather trousers are per clip, so you know which ones I'm talking about because I had 2 pairs. The leather trousers, I had to let those go. I tried to wear those trousers so many times, like so many times. I tried with so many different types of shoes. They just were not working. I think it's like they have like a peg-leg style to them, plus also they were a little cropped. So no matter what I tried to put on with them, whether it was like a pump, whether it was a boot, a sock boot, whether it was trainers or like a loafer, every shoe I tried with those trousers just didn't work at all. And I was just getting so frustrated because I really, really wanted to keep those trousers, but I just realized like I'm never going to be able to wear them, so there's no point in me keeping them. So those have been decluttered as well. I have donated them, so I think someone else might be able to make use of them. I just couldn't make them work for my body shape as well as for my wardrobe and for my height. It just wasn't working, so those are gone. So I think those are all the things I did declutter to get rid of because they just weren't working and it was just time to pass them on. And I actually do not regret it at all. I do feel better and lighter. I think doing this little challenge is helping me to realize what I really like and what I don't like. What are the things I'm keeping just because, you know, for sentimental reasons? What are the things that I'm keeping because they are on trend? What are the things that I'm keeping because I have this imaginary version of myself that wears these things? I don't know. Like, yeah, if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't look good, it has to go. And I think it's really, doing this challenge is really helping me to really have like the best basics as well as the best pieces for my everyday life. And so I am really enjoying doing it. I obviously am going to do the March one. I will show you all the things that are in the March one. I'm really excited. Like I said, there is a lot of print involved. If you're someone who has a lot of clothes and a lot of things in your closet and you want to kind of find a way to declutter without it being very overwhelming, I'll definitely suggest doing Project 333 or some kind of capsule challenge because it really helps you to realize what you actually like and what you don't like. And yeah, I definitely am going to keep doing this for the foreseeable future until I get to a point where I feel like my closet really just has all the things that I absolutely love. So that's pretty much November recap. The stats. So obviously I didn't talk for every single thing that I wore, but basically I wore about 76% of the items that I had in this capsule, and I didn't wear 24% of the items. And some, like I said, some of those things were just things that were not practical for the weather and what I was doing at the time. And the things that I would obviously like to try in the summer. And of the things that I did wear, so of the 76% that I did wear, I didn't like about 12% of those things, and those are the things I actually decluttered, so about 12%. So that means I basically liked about 64% of my clothes. So 64% of the things that I got to wear is basically pretty much what I liked, which is about just over half of the items. So basically I liked half of the items that I had. I'm gonna keep stats on what I'm wearing, what I'm not wearing, how often I wear it, and obviously giving you updates at the end of like each capsule or each month. I am gonna try to do it monthly on time. And if there are any other things that you want to know, if there's anything that you think I've missed or you like me to cover in a bit more detail, then do let me know in the comments section. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope this has been helpful, and yeah, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.